Yo, what's going on? It's Peak. I'm calling in from Singapore. Y'all know that though, right? No, y'all know by now, right? Anyway, it is Sunday night over here. Actually, technically Monday morning, because it's way past midnight already. Busy day today. Not a lot of work, but because of the traveling involved, you know how commuting is. It took me a lot longer to get back home. So this morning I didn't have to be at work until 12. And the purpose of me being at work today was to see how the combo classes were going at the office and to take pictures of the students so that eventually when they finish their term or whatever, we can do testimonies. We have their pictures on hand already. So I got to know all the students that are there at the moment. There are a lot of JC kids. There are some secondary school kids, obviously primary school. But the weekends are usually for secondary, secondary JC kids. So that was kind of cool to see the older lot, because during the week I've been seeing the younger lot coming in and out after school and everything. Got to bring my little one to work with me, so she got to play with her leap pad, do some coloring, just sit in a little office type area for her to like play and be productive somehow. She did a lot of coloring today, so I'm actually very proud of her. What else? So we were pretty much out of there by 2. Went to run a couple errands and then come back home, at which point I was just exhausted. I don't sleep that well, you guys. I don't know what it is. I think there's like way too many things running around in my head and I just don't sleep very well. So I think I went to sleep really, really late this morning. I slept for a couple of hours, got up, and then we headed out to work. So when we came back after all of that running around and stuff in the heat, it was really hot today, you guys. I was about ready to pass out when I got home. So came home, set her up with snacks and stuff because we just had lunch outside, and put a movie on for her so she wouldn't wake me up every 5 minutes. As long as I'm sleeping in the same room as she is, she's not gonna be bothered. You know, she knows I'm there. I'm not gonna let anything happen. I'm a light sleeper anyway, so I'll get up if there's any kind of noise anywhere. So yeah, she was watching Descendants 2 because that premiered on Disney Channel today, and obviously we've seen it already, but it was nice for her to get to watch it again, and I fell asleep. I slept really well. I think I slept for like a whole REM cycle this afternoon. Got up and I was like panicking because you know what today is, right? Sunday. Sunday means I gotta do her hair, and because of that afternoon little like bit of work, I was a little off. So got up and got to thinking about, what I'm going to do for dinner, what do I have in the fridge, and realized there's not that much in the fridge, so I had to go cook. So started cooking first, and obviously that took a lot longer than I thought, and by about 8 o'clock, I was just wrapping up cooking, and then realized, I haven't even done her hair. So today, we went real simple. We just did 3 braids. One's actually a corner on the front, like right in the middle of her forehead, and then the other 2 are like pigtails at the bottom. So really, really simple. It'll hold for like 2 days before I have to redo it. So that's good enough, I think. Just to get it out the way, and it's clean, and yeah. Because usually if I sat down to do the whole shebang, it would have taken at least 4 hours, and she would not be any kind of happy. So I got it knocked down in about 15 minutes. Used lots of oil, lots of deep conditioner. And obviously, as you know, mixed hair, I gotta do it while it's wet, or I can't do it. It'll like catch and break off and end up in knots everywhere. So I did it as fast as I could to make sure that she was as comfortable as possible, and then she was ready to knock out at that point. To be honest, I've got to give props to Mahogany Curls. If it wasn't for her tutorials, I don't think I would have learned or understood the terminology as well as the processes that go into maintaining African American hair, or mixed hair for that matter. So thank you to her for introducing me to the CG method, for helping me learn about how to cut or trim curls, and sharing with us her journey. So these are the kinds of people that I follow, the people who actually are not worried about sharing their journey from the beginning. I know a lot of people out there who are successes and have like deleted all their first few YouTube videos or first few interviews. I'm actually hoping I never do that. I'm hoping that all these like crazy, stupid sounding audios that I post every day will be there in, I don't know, in 6 months, when there's, I don't know, hundreds of other audios coming up after it. So that is my hope for y'all, because I want you to know what it was like in the beginning. I want you to know the things that were occupying my mind in the beginning, because the hustle is not pretty. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. The hustle is not pretty. The hustle is about, making those difficult choices, trying to figure out, all right, I got $5 in my wallet. What do I do first? Do I feed the kid, or do I pay a bill? It's like, it's so strange, the things that happen when you're down to your last few pennies or whatever, the way your mindset is. And the fact is, you will make that money stretch. You'll find a way to make that damn $5 stretch as much as possible. But when you have the money, you don't think about that stuff, so it spins out of your hand faster. And my whole, like, all my discussions with my girl out in Canada is about, all right, I have next to nothing. I'm just over broke. And right now, I'm penny pinching and I'm making sure that the money lasts. But what I've noticed is, if I get an increase in salary, the increase adjusts itself to my spending habits as well. And then it's like, not that I have extra money, but I'm just making it again. So I don't know how many of y'all feel that way. I don't know how many of y'all are dealing with that shit, but it's not fun. It's not pretty. And yeah, it's about hard choices. So if you can overcome that, guess what? The next step is pretty easy. You just got to maintain. If you can maintain not needing that much to survive, imagine how much money you could save. It wouldn't take you 3 years to like save up all the money you need to buy a house and all that shit. You could probably do it in a year or two. You just have to change your choices. You have to watch your choices. You need to think about, all right, well, how much do I actually need to live month by month? And obviously that includes your spending habits as far as bills, as far as how much you need for groceries in a month. Hi Geeta, welcome. And honestly, it's a tough choice every time. I can't go out and buy clothes every so often. I don't need them. It's not like my clothes don't fit. They do. But obviously everyone wants new stuff. They want new shoes. They want, I don't know, furniture. They want stuff. It's just the way it is. But you got to really think about what's necessary. And for me, I can make it on about $250 a month for groceries. I can. I've done it before and I can do it again. I can make it on really not going out that often. If I really put my mind to it, I can get up in the morning and make myself lunch to take to work. And then I don't spend any money. Or if I spend, it's like very, very nominal. So honestly, for me, money is a tragedy. I hate money, but you can't live without it, right? So for me, I got to make sure that I make those tough choices every day, so that I don't get to the end of the month thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna make it the last week or the last 2 weeks on this much money? Anyway, so in the same vein, I'm trying to pick up new ideas and new methodologies. So I'm reading again, and right now I'm reading E Squared, which is about manifesting your reality, like using your mind to really change the way you manifest things in your life. I know that it's not always easy to change your mind about what you're feeling. Sometimes, something pisses you off and it's like a downhill momentum from there. This pissed you off and now you're upset, and the next thing that pisses you off makes it even bigger, and it's like, it's really hard to get out of that. So E Squared is actually teaching me how to understand what it is that's upsetting me, and then change what I'm upset about. Change the fact that I'm upset at all. Understand that, yeah, things happen, and the only reason that they have value is because I attached emotion to it. So for me, it's like, the new idea of being able to manifest anything is pretty freaking amazing. I know people have heard of The Secret and stuff. I actually haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I'm weird. But I kind of feel like, all right, this is brand new, and what if it did work? Why wouldn't I go and manifest exactly what I want? Obviously, I have to be really careful about what I'm saying I want, but why not? Instead of saying, man, I don't have enough money, if I were to say, I have enough, it changes the way our vibrations are. It changes the way we attract things to ourselves. And it's happened before. I know I've said it before on my Periscopes and stuff. When you feel like you have enough, and it's not a dollar amount or anything, you have enough to make it to the end of the month, things change. Your mindset changes. You see opportunity where you used to see like stumbling blocks or obstacles and stuff. So it really is about mindset. And this book is like really proving it to me. So this book actually has 9 practical everyday experiments to try, and I'm actually quite excited to try one. So I'm still like in the beginning phases of the book. I haven't gotten to the experiment yet, but I know there are 9 of them. So as soon as I get one done, I will definitely tell you. And the timeline she has for these experiments is about 48 hours, because she doesn't want it to be something that takes too long, or you'll lose interest and you won't believe in what it is she's trying to convey to you. So I'm hoping that this works pretty well, and I'm hoping that that this becomes more of a practice for me. I know lots of people are back into meditating and stuff, and this is basically what that is. You're meditating, you're concentrating your energy, your thoughts on something you want, rather than worrying, which is the opposite, concentrating your thoughts on something you don't want. So I'm excited about this new idea. I really think that it could change a lot for me. I know a lot of people look at me and think like I'm a bad influence on people, or I'm I'm in a bad way so that I may change people's mindset when they talk to me, or I don't know, disappoint people. I don't know. People see me differently than I see myself, obviously, but I feel like I've changed and no one's even noticed. And that's cool too. I mean, I know I've changed, and it's feeling pretty good to me. So things are changing, things are shaking, things are moving, and I'm really excited about the things that are upcoming. I know I've mentioned to you with Crown for Success, Wendy has a syndicate show coming up, and I think we're actually going to start the broadcast next month. And I am super, super lucky that she is actually going to feature me on one of the segments. So I am excited, nervous. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, that's coming next month. And then I just found out that she's been hired for a couple of speaking engagements. So if I can manage, I'm going to go fly out to Dubai with her in November, just to show my support, because I am so thrilled that my mentor is doing such big things. She's actually on the Forbes Coaches Council, and she's doing everything she can possibly to make sure that any woman out there who wants to start their own business has all the tools they need in a social media marketing world to be able to get the things that she wants to do done, to get her message out there, to reach as many people as possible. And I'm just really lucky that it just happened that way, that I happened to find this lady and her amazing tribe of women, and we just doing the damn thing. Anyway, so new ideas. That's basically the topic for tonight. I wanted to talk to you about E squared and manifesting what it is you want in your life. Because yeah, why not? Why not think about all the positive things that could happen? Why not manifest something for yourself? And no, I'm not talking about conjuring Aladdin type treasures. I'm talking about simple everyday stuff. If you choose to see the good in people, why wouldn't they choose to see the good in you? If you choose to look at the bright side of things, why wouldn't opportunities always show themselves to you? Right? Anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to actually call it a night. I don't have work tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, but baby girl still has to go to school, so I got to get up early. I will catch y'all later. Bye.